Hello and welcome to the Genuine Learning Blog. My name is Melissa Galasso, and today we are going to talk about the much awaited exposure draft related to FASB's effective dates. So we knew FASB voted on this, but it took them a little longer than I thought to actually issue the exposure draft. So as they were going through it, they had to obviously go through publications, etc. And so we finally have the actual exposure draft we've all been talking about, which is file number 2020-300. And this is the effective date for certain entities. April 21st was the issuance date. Comments are due May 6th. We knew it was going to be a fast turnaround time. When they voted for it, they said 15 days because they want to get this out as timely as possible, especially for those entities with conduit debt and reporting deadlines. So when this came out and why this came out, all due to COVID-19. So obviously, as we look at this, this is going to be just operational issues with trying to implement certain standards added in with other issues that they're experiencing. So the first delay is related to revenue recognition. So this is particularly for private companies that are franchisors. So this is not open for everybody here. It is for non-public entities who are franchisors and are struggling with the initial franchise fee accounting. So while this does defer the effective date for topic 606 for 1 year for those franchisors. So now it would be for annual periods beginning after December 15, 19, which would be calendar 20, fiscal 21. They are also adding a research project to their agenda to see what they can do to help make this a little bit easier. Now, the deferral is optional, meaning that if you are ready to adopt revenue recognition right now and you're comfortable, you are not precluded from adopting it as a private company franchisor. It's just an optional delay. In addition, leases. Now, this one has already been delayed once. Well, technically, revenue recognition was delayed in 2015, but leases was just delayed in November of 2019. But this one is addressing a slightly different point of view. So again, related to COVID-19, but in this scenario, it's going to address all nonprofit entities. The original deferral did not address what we would call public not-for-profit entities. So those are nonprofits with conduit debt. They were actually labeled similar to public business entities and were required to adopt with the public business entity deadline, which would have been calendar 19. So the way this works is that entities that fall under the all other category, which would be our nonprofits without conduit debt and our private entities, they're going to get an extra year. So now it would be effective for fiscal years beginning after December 15, 2021, which would be calendar 22, fiscal 23, right? Leases, the gift that keeps on giving. However, the big change here is really for public not-for-profit entities. They were supposed to adopt with calendar 19. With our public business entities, they are now also getting a deferral of 1 year. So theirs will be for beginning after December 15, 19, which would be calendar 20, fiscal 21. And really the people impacted by this are going to be our nonprofits and our hospitals. They're the ones who tend to have conduit debt. And they're also the ones that have some of the more difficult impact here related to COVID, as you can probably imagine. Having to send all your students home, being overwhelmed right now with patients. There's a lot going on in our healthcare space and in our educational environment. And so the two entities that are most impacted really could use a little bit of grace right now. And so as a result, because they typically have they have fiscal year ends, they typically don't have calendar year ends. So those entities would have had either May 31st or a lot of them have June 30 year ends. This is coming just in time to alleviate that. Now, for those of you who have reporting deadlines, sometimes this can be a little bit difficult, but hopefully we are able to get you what you need in order to be able to give a delay. You'll notice it says have not yet issued financial statements. So if you've already quote unquote adopted the standard by issuing a financial statement that adopted topic 842, then you would be eligible for this. So you can continue to early adopt if you feel good about RevRec, if you feel good about leases. They're not precluding you, they're just giving us some breathing room. All right, today was a short but sweet one. We knew it was coming. We knew it was going to be in it. We've been following this very closely with all of the COVID delays. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope to see you on a future vlog. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.